Hey, how you doing?
Somebody, Pat.
How you doing? Nice to meet you. Appreciate you coming in.
This is Keyana Abdul. I believe I said it right. Keyana?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You don't have your license with you, so
That's me.
go ahead with those numbers you were saying a minute ago. Let's see what you know.
Okay. A134
Uh-huh.
-512
Right?
-94
Yeah, that was easy.
-0.
No.
No.
You missed the other. I'll give it to you in a second. What's your date of birth?
94.
Date of birth.
1994. Oh, 03/11/1994.
March 11th.
Uh-huh.
All right. And your social security number? Okay, so you're not living over here on Lake Henrietta Street anymore?
Nope. I moved all my stuff to 3535 Roberts Avenue. Yep, lot 70.
Is that just you or somebody else too?
Me and the kids.
How many kids you got?
2.
2 kids?
2 and 1.
2 what?
2 and 1. 2 years old and 1 year
Oh,
old.
2 and 1, okay.
Boy, girl?
Boy.
Boy, boy.
The love, the joy, and the headache of my life.
Mm-hmm. They gonna stay that way for a while, too.
Mm-hmm.
No, nobody else at home? Okay, and you and the 2 boys was at Henrietta Street before this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, lot 70. How long have you had this phone number? Is this a cell phone, 727-3254?
Mm-hmm. I've had it probably for about 6 months. I want to say 6 months. Give or take 1 month.
What number did you have before that? Do you remember?
850-284-1006.
284-1006.
Mm-hmm.
And how long did you have that one?
I don't know. Probably a good 3 months.
No, what?
Good 3 months.
3 months?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember before that one?
Was 29, 72, or 75, yeah, 756 2924.
756?
Mm-hmm.
2924?
Mm-hmm. Probably is wrong, I don't know. It sounds right. What was it, 765? It was a house number.
Well, what's your mama's house number?
850-325-1486.
Okay. You remember when you had a number that started with 688? All right, I'm showing records that indicate you had a number of 688-2495 a little over a year ago.
No, I don't think that was me. A year ago? I probably don't remember.
Okay. All right.
What company is it with?
I believe that one's Verizon.
Then that was me. Mm-hmm. I was staying, I think, over on a year ago on Houghton Street. I think.
2500,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the number that you had at the time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What we're interested in, you're not in any trouble, okay? I'm not. I told you before about this on the phone. We just want to get some information from you because we think it may be significant. When you had the 688-2495, okay, and I guess you were living at Holton Street at the time, okay. There was at least at some point, you had stayed at the Budget Inn.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the Budget Inn?
Mm-hmm.
You know where I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you stayed there more than once?
I've stayed there approximately 3 times.
3 times?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Why would you stay at the Budget Inn as opposed to Holton Street or your mama's house or something like that?
Because I was having a problem at Holton Street. Somebody had broke in, somebody I trusted had stayed the night and stole my Xbox and everything that night. And my baby's father, he basically took us out the house and we just stayed at the Budget Inn in my mom's house.
Did he stay with you all at the Budget Inn? Okay. Do you remember, well, now, was that the last time you stayed at the Budget Inn or the first time?
That probably was the last time that I stayed at the Budget Inn. The other 2 was probably because, no, the other 2 was when I was staying with my mom before I moved to Holton Street. And me and the kids or him would go to the Budget Inn or we'll rent the Village Inn. Get a room at the Village Inn over there on Upper Run by the movies and stuff. And Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, North Monroe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this was with the same guy every time?
Mm-hmm.
What's his name?
Avery Dixon.
Avery Dixon.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you have the 688 number or did he?
I know he had a couple of numbers.
He's the father of your children?
Mm-hmm.
Both of them?
He's the father. He ain't the daddy of both of them. He raised both of them. The sperm donor. I'm gonna call him that because that's how he is.
Okay. How old's Avery?
Avery's 27.
Has he been in trouble before?
Mm-hmm.
I hear a lot of names, so I can't keep them all straight. Is he in jail now?
Yes.
Okay, what's he in jail for?
He's in jail for domestic battery.
On you?
Mm-hmm.
When was that?
From this month, it was probably 7 or 8 months ago. They arrested him 3 months after the incident supposedly happened.
You've been locked up since for that?
Been locked up since July.
He's here in Leon County Jail?
Yes.
And that was domestic battery on you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else that you know of in his past?
No, not really.
All right.
What's this pertaining to?
Okay. There was, when you were staying at the Budget Inn in early June 2014. So not this past June, but the June before that.
June 7th, June, is that right?
June 4th and 5th. I'm sorry, June 3rd, 4th, and I believe you probably checked out on the 5th.
Yep, that's the time before we moved into, I think, no, because we moved in there around May. No, hold up. We moved over to Holton Street the second week of June. June 3rd, June 4th. You know what? That would probably been for his birthday, I think.
Whatever the case may be,
Mm-hmm.
all right, there was a phone call from the phone that you had apparently at the time, the 688 number, okay? The 688 number called a guy who's from out of town. He's not from here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I don't care what it was about necessarily, short of murder, but if there was contact, I want to know who the guy is that you were talking to. That's all.
Around that time, Avery always had my phone. So I don't know. I don't know any people out of town, actually.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Have you ever done any advertising? Have you ever done any type of prostitution?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Could it have been at that time?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
We're talking about over a year ago.
Yes, I'm positive.
Okay.
I've known him for 2 to 3 years, and I haven't done that in about 4 years.
You talking about Avery again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, there's phone contact between this out of town guy and this phone that you had at the time. All right. And I'm just trying to refresh your memory as best as possible.
Right.
I don't know if these people happen to be staying at the hotel.
Where out of town?
Huh?
Where out of
Miami.
town? Miami.
Mm-hmm.
I only know one person from Miami who lived in Tallahassee, but he didn't have a Miami number.
Who was that?
His name was Sam.
Is that it? Just Sam?
Just Sam Cassius. He was supposed to
Sam
be the dad.
Cassius?
Mm-hmm. He's supposed to have been daddy to my oldest child.
Supposed to be or is?
Supposed to have been, but yeah,
DNA proved that otherwise?
proved it otherwise.
Okay. All right. Well, back here, and I'm not trying to embarrass you or anything like that, but if there's some reason that this person, it's a man from Miami, had somehow there was contact, is what I'm getting at. All right. So, I'm basically looking for a reason for the contact.
I don't know anybody out of Miami except for him.
Okay. Do you have his phone number still? Or do you know
Sam's?
it? Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Well, I think it's still the same, 2731305.
That's a local number?
850. Mm-hmm.
850 what?
2731350.
Sam Cassius.
Mm-hmm.
Is he in Miami now?
I don't know. We haven't had contact in some months.
How do you spell Cassius?
Casseus.
E-U-S?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So back in June, in the wee hours of the morning, there's a phone call from your 688 number to this guy that's from out of town.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any idea what that would be from?
Around that time, I was in school and back home.
Okay. You just mentioned a minute ago that Avery held your phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's your phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what was his purpose for holding your phone?
Just to have, since I'll be at school in the afternoon, the morning to the afternoon, just to update him, like in our lunch period or whatever, let him know that everything's okay or whatever, if he's keeping a kid. Well, at that time, Gabriel, my 2-year-old now.
Okay. Would there be some reason for him to use your phone while you're both staying at the Budget Inn?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
Did he have his own phone?
No,
He
we
did
shared
not.
a phone.
And was that number the one y'all shared?
Probably so, yeah.
Do you still have that phone?
No. If it was Verizon, you're talking about the flip phone.
Okay. But that number does sound familiar. That number
Mm-hmm.
is one that how long did you have that, do you know?
No, I don't know.
Why do you change phones so much, the phone number?
Because you know how sometimes it gets hard month to month paying like a monthly plan. It's like sometimes you just get tired of it. It's either the phone or diapers or whatever it comes to, and if whatever outweighs the phone, phone has to go.
But you don't keep the number, you can't transfer it?
Mm-mm. After you disconnect the number for so long, they give it to someone else.
Was this a prepaid?
Mm-hmm.
Did you register your information when you prepaid it, or where did you get the phone from?
I got it from Family Dollar.
And how did you set up your account? Did you put your name and stuff on the computer, or
No, you just dialed it up on the phone.
you just dial it up?
Mm-hmm.
Will you use the keys to put the letters in?
I'm think like you just jogged my memory because it was like we did have this touchscreen phone. I remember the flip phone that I think was after he got the I got the phone from me. And you said it was 688
688-2495.
2495. That was his number. My number was 688-2124. I think, yeah, because we both had a phone, but my phone had got off, and he had that phone, so we shared a phone at that time.
688-2124 was yours?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if that was yours,
Mine went off. Mine went off, so we shared a phone. Mm-hmm.
So how long did you have this 688-2124?
I had it for about 2 months.
And then you had to drop it?
Mm-hmm.
You remember the months?
No. Early in the year.
2014?
Mm-hmm.
And then when did his phone, the 688-2495 that I mentioned to begin with, how long was that on for?
That was on for a month.
A month?
Mm-hmm. I think, yeah. Well, no, 1 to 3 months. 3 to 4 months. 1 to 3, 4 months, yeah.
But, okay, which one was first?
Mine was first.
Whose name is the 2495 in? Would that have been in your name?
I don't know.
It was the 2124 in your name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you ever change the spelling of your first name?
No.
It's always K-E-Y?
Yep.
Okay. So you had 688-2124,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got the 2495,
Mm-hmm.
and then the 2124 dropped.
Mm-hmm.
You dropped that one.
Mm-hmm.
And you shared the 2495.
Mm-hmm.
Has Avery ever done any pimping?
No.
He's never done anything like that? He's
No.
never ran girls or anything like that?
No.
He's not into that?
No, at all.
What other kind of trouble has he been into?
From his past, pretty much domestic, not even domestic, just violent for his anger.
Okay. Has he ever been into drugs or anything like that?
He has gotten on it once, but as far as that, no.
He's never sold drugs or anything?
No, not that I know of.
What's his birthday?
6/7/1988.
Does he go by any other nicknames?
Twin.
Twin? Does he have a twin?
Mm-hmm.
What's his twin's name?
Aaron.
Aaron Dixon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do they look identical?
Yes.
Have they tricked you before?
No.
Okay, just checking.
No. They tried a fast one though. I was like, look, mine's got hair, mother lover. Don't try me.
Okay. All right. So if you're staying at the Budget Inn, and you're saying every time you stayed there, Avery was with you?
Mm-hmm.
And you had had your phone and then you got a second phone.
Mm-hmm.
Did you put both of them in your name or one of them in Avery's name?
I don't remember.
I know. I'm just have to ask him anyway. Okay. All right. So you pick up the phones at Family Dollar and register them through the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And Avery has access to your phone when you're staying there.
Mm-hmm.
He never talked about any type of deal or meeting anybody from Miami out of town.
Was he ever do anything on internet, like Backpage, or
No.
he never did anything like that on the internet?
Mm-mm.
Nothing at all. Trying to sell anything,
No, because we used the same like stuff that would have showed up.
You have like an email account or anything that
Mm-hmm.
he used? What was his email account?
Avery Dixon 9216@AOL.com.
At AOL? 9216?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if Avery, okay, would have used your phone and not told you,
I was seeing which numbers he probably had called, or I'll see if he had got on to the internet or anything. But aside from that,
okay. All right, so Avery's awaiting court, I guess, now?
yes.
After this 2490, yours goes off and then the other one goes off, does he get a new phone after that?
I don't think so.
No. Your next number after that, would it have been this 756 2924?
Mm-hmm.
And that's 850, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, Avery hasn't had his own phone. Is that my
No.
understanding?
The only number he had was like a out of town number.
Out of town number?
Yeah, and it had went off
Was that before or after these?
before.
Before these?
Mm-hmm.
Before the 688?
Mm-hmm. It was what was that 904? The area code was like something else. I think it's like 569 area code. No. I don't remember the area code, but he had an out of town number.
Okay.
Change it.
I'm in an interview room. You got all three? Thanks, buddy. All right, let me go check on this. We're gonna go check on something, make sure we don't need anything else, and then we're gonna get you out of here just as soon as we can, okay?
Oh.
Are you gonna draw us a picture?
You good?
I want you to realize something, okay? All right. I asked you to come here because I've already looked at your background and stuff. Okay. I didn't want to get those other people involved. You know what I'm talking about. People that you have to report to.
Right.
Okay? All right. Because you are not, if there was something that you were suspected of, I would have to get the probation people involved. Okay?
What am I asking?
You're not.
Oh.
That's the whole point.
That's what he's telling
Okay.
me.
Okay.
That's what I was always saying.
Yeah. All I'm saying is that you're not the focus of anything other than this contact back in June.
Do you know who this contact is?
Huh?
You know who this contact is?
No, that's why we're asking you.
Hoping you can help us with that.
The
That's
whole point
of this.
That's the whole point. Has nothing to do, we don't care about what was going on, like I said, unless it was a heinous crime. Okay? You're not a heinous crime type person. Okay? Now, we don't want to go to Avery, but we're going to have to go to Avery, it looks like, at this point. All right? But if you have any idea of what we're talking about, we'd rather get it from you now and not get Avery involved.
Do you know the number that's supposed to have been contacted?
I have the number, but you don't have the phone anymore.
Well, I think it's a number you have memorized. Well, I have any reason to believe it's somebody you have memorized. It's just somebody you had contact with. What time was it?
Is it 4 in the morning?
Oh, Lord. I was not up.
Keyana, a lot of people, think that when they're in this building, that they got to put this wall up and everything else and try to mitigate and dodge stuff and so on and so forth. This is not the case for you here. You're not even, all you're doing is saying, this, if you have it, this is who I talked to, this was what it's about, and then we go from there to determine whether that is valid or not. You are one phone call, okay? You are just one phone call that was placed between a very bad person in Miami. He didn't do anything to you. You're still breathing. You're still sitting here.
That's how I know I haven't had no contact with another one.
You don't know who you're talking to on the phone half the time. And guess what? If you were still tricking at the time, so be it. We don't care.
Don't care.
We just want to know the identity of the person. In other words, if there was a phone call, there was some type of contact, okay? I believe that these guys, this guy in particular, they were up here, all right? And I believe this individual came to the Budget Inn.
Even saw you.
And met you.
I've never been to the Budget Inn except with Avery.
Gotcha. But whether Avery was there, or like we said a minute ago, if Avery was pimping you, whichever the case may be.
Avery has never pimped anybody.
Okay. This phone is a direct connection, okay? This bad guy's number, all right, talk to that phone, all right? And we're just trying to clarify, that's it. That's your total involvement, nothing else. Nothing else. You're not arrested, you're not suspicioned against or anything. It's just trying to verify that this number, who this person is that was talking on that phone.
We need your help.
Yeah.
That's what we need. We need your help to tell us why this number, who this person is, why 4 in the morning you called this guy, who he was.
That's the thing. I don't be up that time in the morning.
Well, something happened to cause you to be up this time.
Over a year
Over a year ago. It was last July, over a year ago, before your other child was born, right?
Yeah, but this meant that I was in school. This meant that I went to bed at 9 to 10 o'clock at night.
Okay.
At the Budget? Yes, you were going to bed when you were at that Budget Inn?
It was only a block away from school. All I had to do was catch the C bus.
So who else would have used your phone at 4 in the morning to call
Just
this guy?
Avery.
And where would Avery get these people's number? What was he doing
I
at the
don't
time?
know. I couldn't tell you. He don't sell drugs. He hardly ever did drugs. All he did was stay home, take care of Gabriel at the time, or just try to find a job. At that time, he was working, I want to say, at Wendy's or at the car dealership, not car dealership, but the car wash down there on Tennessee Street by the Publix. And his what's your name? No, he was doing the painting for Seminole Ridge. He was doing the apartments. Okay. During that time, he was doing the apartments, painting, and everything else. And that's the main person who used my phone. Nobody actually used my phone except for the people he was around.
Okay.
Would he have been out at 4 in the morning doing something? Y'all were staying? You only stayed there 3 days, so it's during that time period. Right?
We stayed at the Budget Inn 3 days.
Is that right? Is that your recollection on those days?
Not 3 days in a row.
Maybe 2 days in a row, 2 nights?
Yeah, we probably stayed 2 nights, but never 3 days.
Well, 3 days would have been 2 nights. Would have been, if you just paid for 2 nights, it would have been 3 days.
When you stay there, who registers for the room?
I did.
Does he register too?
No.
Okay. All right. When you stayed there and registered for the room, okay, you're sleeping there. You're staying there. Okay. Did you use that place when you were tricking?
No, I never did.
Okay. Where'd you use? Where'd you go?
When I was tricking, I was on Home Street.
Not a hotel?
No.
Okay. All right. A lot of times, women like you got a job now. You probably got some good benefits. You got a future in front of you, and so on and so forth. We're not going to mess with that. Nobody's going to tear that down. Mm-hmm. Nobody's even. I'm not even interested in doing that at all. Okay, that's not part of this. Mm-hmm. But like I said, I just don't know. You already got a domestic. You obviously are not going to leave this guy, Avery.
Mm-mm.
I know that. I can tell by looking at you. You're not going to leave him. It doesn't matter how many domestic violence calls there are or anything else. I don't want him getting mad, but at the same time, at you, but at the same time, if you can't tell us.
Yeah, he already knows my history.
But if you can't tell us about that particular night and that contact, okay, then we have to assume it was him. But I don't know what a bad guy from Miami, why would he be calling him?
I wouldn't even know why he would be calling me because I mess with guys along my area. Like, okay, when I was tricking, it was guys coming in around Tallahassee. That's it.
Well, like if these guys came in from out of town, they came into Tallahassee.
They'll still Tallahassee residents.
How do the guys know to call you?
They'll know how to contact me through my email address.
Where do they see it at? On the internet?
Mm-hmm.
What back page?
At that time,
page?
me and my sister was partners.
Okay. Who's your sister?
Millie
Millie
Jenkins.
Jenkins. What was the back? What number did y'all put on back page? What phone number y'all use?
I don't know.
But you would get a text message, basically. You use
We'll
text
get a
message.
text message, calling.
And you call them back sometimes if they text you or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So this particular instance here, when you made the phone call out, is that from a text message you received probably? Or you might receive a text message, you just call them back?
I was arrested in 2013, July 2013.
Okay.
And July 2013, I got out October 2013. From that on to, I want to say, November or December, I moved in to my place I moved in with Avery after I got out of jail. That was 2 months, and he was staying in Eagle Pond. That's off of Appalachian Parkway.
Okay.
After Appalachian Parkway, we moved in back with my mother. Then we got our place on Houghton Street.
Okay.
After Houghton Street, after that year lease was over, I moved to Lake Henrietta. After Lake Henrietta, I'm here at Roberts Ave.
Okay.
It's been 2 to 3 years. Me and Avery met in 2012.
Okay.
Before that, after we met, I wasn't into that.
Did you ever get in fights with him? Y'all ever get fights?
No, it
split
just
up at
started
all?
this year.
When y'all started getting in
yeah.
fights? So you never stayed at a hotel after y'all got in a fight? You never went to Budget Inn after you got in a fight? Went and get away from him?
Our place was the Village Inn. Our place was a Village Inn. We only stayed there at the Budget Inn because it was cheap and it was close by school.
Okay. Like we said, this guy's a bad guy. We're trying to catch his back. He did something bad. Okay, we can't tell you what he did, but he did something bad. Okay, really bad. And looking at his phone records, you're on his phone records. That's all we want to know is, it's not why you talked to him. Anything. We want to know who he is. Okay, we have a good idea who he is, but we need to find witnesses that know him, that have met him before, have talked to him on that phone number, and have met him.
All I remember is
You're one of those
faces.
people. Okay, that'd be fine, and that's fine if somehow we're able to show you a lineup of people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, it helps to know why, because I don't want to get back to Avery. Whatever that's between you and Avery, whatever. We're not going to go talk to Avery if we can figure out why you talked to him. See what I'm saying? We're not trying to mess you up. We're not. You got a job, you got kids. We're not trying to mess you up. We don't want to talk to Avery. We want to talk to whoever might have talked to these people. We think that was you. Okay? And it's okay. It's all right. We ain't trying to mess you up, I promise.
No, I'm saying that the call was made at 4 o'clock. You can look at my school records and look at even my previous calls from off my phone if y'all have them, since I know it was 4 o'clock. I never really been up at that time of morning. No calls were made for me at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Let's see what day we get.
I mean, if it was Avery, then fine, we'll have to go talk to him, but you was with Avery all the time. Why would Avery be getting a call from somebody who might have been calling him about girls, probably? That's all we can think of is these people coming into town, they're calling for a girl.
The only person I know who travels is Pooch. That's the only person I know who travels.
Who's Pooch?
Pooch. I only know him by Pooch. Tall, black mother lover, get on my dang nerve.
Okay.
But he travels from city to city.
Is he taking girls city to city, you mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what he's into. I know he scammed us on taxes 2 years back.
When's the last time you've been on that page?
2013.
What was it? What's your
Yeah.
sister's name again?
Millie.
Millie, is that her real name?
Mm-hmm.
What name she go by on that page?
Ooh.
What did you go by on that page?
I think it was Sexy Red or something like that.
Okay. What phone number did y'all use on that page?
I have no idea. I don't remember that number. I remember I had a Virgin mobile phone. Nope, actually no I didn't. I had a Verizon wireless phone, flip phone.
Was it that 688 number?
I doubt it. Because I was in jail for 3 months. That number was disconnected all the way.
Gotcha. So you got the 688 number later on, after you got out of jail.
Probably.
So we could even be off a little bit with the time, but there was a phone call that night.
What's
That's the budget
the
again.
area code?
Area code of the number that was called.
Mhm.
305.
Like I said, we don't believe you know these people. We believe these people coming in probably just hit you up that night, and then they came over to see you.
In June 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little over a year ago.
In the middle of the week.
A year and 2 months ago.
Yeah, that couldn't have been. In the middle, it was close to Avery's birthday. His birthday is the 7th. I doubt it was me. I really do.
Does Avery know any people from Miami?
Avery know people that know people from all over. Avery, he's mostly known because him and his twin. So some people that contact him or whatever, it's like they're calling for someone else around him. Over there at Budget Inn, it was a dude over there that stayed over there. He used to come by the nights. He used to come over there to the hotel, banging on the door or something, asking to use the phone. And Avery will walk out there with him and let him use the phone, come back in. And when he knock again, he goes.
What's he using the phone for?
I don't know.
The phone in the room?
No, the phone, our cell phone. He lived off of Basin Street. No, he was in a psych ward or something. I don't know. He said he had a warrant.
When's Avery get out? Well, I guess he's still waiting for court, right? And has he got no bond?
He has a bond.
You're not gonna pay it.
I was gonna pay it.
You were?
I was gonna pay it.
Oh.
But he got sitting there a little bit longer.
Okay.
He got sitting there a little bit longer. I got the bail bondsman already. All he is waiting for me is, we gonna call. He said, okay.
You're not gonna get an injunction?
We had an injunction. It was lifted because of the kids.
So, did he hurt you?
I was hitting him. He was pushing me. It was like, it really was all at the flash of the moment type thing. He was on that stuff, that new stuff that just came out.
Which one?
Molly.
Molly, some bad stuff.
So that what he was on the night we had that fight. So, like when I tell you that this is the first time it got exclusive like this is the first time. And that's because he chose to be on drugs.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll have to talk to Avery.
Let me ask you this real quick. Please just be honest. We're going to go back to subpoena back page now for that date. Is there pictures of you on back page when they're going to send back on that date, June?
No.
June 3rd and 4th?
Nope.
Of 14? No pictures of you,
Nope.
none of your sister, And y'all don't
I don't know
even
nothing about her.
Okay, she
but
lived with you on them days?
No.
Okay.
Me and her and my baby daddy don't get along.
Okay. So there's none of you on there? There's
None of me
none
at
of you on there
all.
whatsoever? Okay.
Well, if you were advertising, how could you not be on there?
I won't be on there.
You advertised on Backpage,
Mhm.
but you won't be on there.
I won't be on I won't be on there for that day. I won't be on there. You won't see me on there till 2013.
That's the last time you
That's
were
the
on there.
last.
Okay.
And you took it down? Or you just let it expire?
I let it expire.
So it could still be up there.
I hope not.
How do you know it's expired?
Because it was what, a 3-day expiration day?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. I've never had an ad on there. What about you, Pat? How long does it take?
It's about 3 days.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 days is done.
All right.
About 3 days.
Yeah. So, no way, nothing you can think of to why these people are on your phone. I mean, nothing else you can think of to help us? No
The
other
only
reason?
person I know that other than using my phone was Avery and his friends. I don't know many of his friends. I don't want to know many of his friends because they're bad influences.
Well, is he from Miami?
Who?
Avery.
No, he's from Mississippi.
Well, does he know people from Miami?
No, I doubt it. He never came to me or asked me did I want to go to Miami to meet anybody.
He never introduced you to anybody from Miami?
Nope.
You never saw any 305, 786, 954 area codes?
Mm-mm.
Nothing like that?
No, unless it was deleted. The only person that deleted is the person that lived on Basin Street.
Oh, the guy that would come over and borrow the
Mhm.
phone? You don't
That's the only person that will erase my call log.
He did that all the time?
Mm-hmm. Every time he uses my phone.
All of them, or just the one he used?
He will call, he will select most of all, probably 10 of my phone calls and erase them.
So you wouldn't see him?
Or Avery.
What did that guy go by? What's his nickname or name or whatever?
Fluke.
Flute?
Fluke.
Like flu, like
Fluke.
fluke. With a K. Okay.
Fluke. Like a fish. And he lived on Basin?
Mm-hmm. Behind the budget end, like 3 rows back.
How old was this guy?
I have no idea. I know he was older than me and Avery. I think he was probably in his mid-30s, early 30s. He looked older than me.
He did this every time y'all went to, he'd knock on all the doors, or he's looking for
No,
Avery?
he knew which room we were in. I remember the first night we stayed at, probably in the same week y'all talking about. If this the same 2 nights, we had a room upstairs, and because that room was raggedy, we had asked them to give us our refund, but instead of giving us our refund, they gave us $15 in a room in one of the good rooms.
And he knew which room that was gonna be?
I guess so. I remember it was a dude probably that night before, he had brought a motorcycle or a scooter trying to sell it. But aside from that, those 2 guys is the only guys that knew where we were.
Okay.
And my mom.
All right.
But think of anything else.
Yeah, 'cause I was under the influence that y'all was gonna talk to me about the people that robbed me for all my money.
Well, actually, they burglarized your car,
Mm-hmm.
okay? But we deal with violent crimes,
Okay.
and that's why we're talking to you about this. There's no development. I checked to let you know. There's no development on your case. I believe it was cash that was taken out of your car.
Yeah, it was cash.
You should not leave cash in your car.
That's the only, this the thing, right? The same people that was standing with me come to find out was the same people that took my money. They went up under the mattress that I was sleeping on in the living room and took my keys. Made it look like somebody had broke into my car from the window. The police officer that came, he didn't even look at the windows on my car. He didn't even take pictures, no nothing. I took the pictures, no fingerprints, no nothing. And I'm like, what's gonna happen? He give me his card with really nothing on it.
Well, the unfortunate thing is cash is not traceable. Your cash and my cash is the exact same stuff. So that's a pretty good feat, though, getting the keys out from underneath the mattress.
Mm-hmm.
You know who people are, huh? The people are staying with you, you said?
You suspect them, or you know they did it?
I know they did it.
Because
when I was moving out my stuff to move into my next place, my godbrother had came over there to see if we were still good. I told him, you and your old lady took my money. He said, how you know that? I said, because you can't break in that window. You can't even get one of them, the sticks that go up in the window to get into the window. I tried. Even professionals have tried to come, when I got locked out of my car, I opened my car. Ain't no person gonna come in through the window. Y'all had to have my keys.
Were your keys missing the next morning?
No.
They put them back?
No, they hid it in the bathroom. But when he said that, well, sis, I can't really say that. Cece probably did it. I said, how would Cece get my keys unless one of y'all had took them? Right then, my baby father Avery's friends had came to see if I was okay. He was like, fuck this, I'm gone. Fuck your shit. I spit that shit and rolled off. That's how I know they took it.
Well, you ain't hanging with them no more, are you?
I'll be right back.
You need to,
They
See,
stole
your
about
godson
$1,000.
is $1,000.
Yes. That was from my $278 paycheck. The $800 from my 2 months rent that I didn't pay my landlord because my landlord told me that she ain't want my money.
You ain't keeping your money in your damn car or mattress or nowhere else anymore, are you?
Shoot, no.